Well, I don't know what this is about, but I know that I didn't die here, and I certainly did not die twice. So, let's go ahead and break these and just see if there's anything in them. What? That's all kinds of stuff. What? Nathan's... What about this one? Dragon eggs? Electrum... What? There's a lot of somethings here. Let's grab a chest real quick. So, yeah, let's just grab a couple of chests. We'll throw the book out here. That'll be picked up along with all the rest of this in just a second. There we go. And let's place these down and just see here. Oh, what the... Potatoes? What is all that? 5 dragon hearts, an angel ring, spring salad. Holy crap, what is all of this? What in the heck? Okay, this is definitely my stuff. But, yeah, we have duplications of a lot of things. I don't know what's going on there, but the little potatoes from Botania, tiny potatoes, yeah, somebody was being goofy. Nice little prank. I like it. So what else did they do here? I'm gonna have a look around and see if there's anything else around here. I don't see anything offhand, but that doesn't mean that I am not missing something. These little tiny potatoes, those are something else, but why on earth were those gravestones there? Those very definitely had my stuff. They are linked to my system. Yeah. I don't know. Something weird is going on here. Oh well. Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to FTB Beyond from the CreedCraft server. So I have been doing a lot of work between episodes, working on the mountain, and we now have a huge section of the mountain here completed, and it is covered in dirt. The grass is spread through the entire thing. It's really looking nice. I have also added the first little bits of this river here. Well, this is the middle section, because higher up in the mountain we'll have the source of this. And yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do with this. All of the dirt under the water is going to need to be kind of textured with sand and gravel. And at the waterfall points we'll need cobblestone, things like that. And I have also stopped here at this point because this area here is far too wide for the river. So I'm going to have to dig a channel for the water to flow through in that area. But I thought this was kind of a neat little feature. Now I did this quite a while back, but I have added hardened stone right here as an outcropping to say this is why this waterfall formed here, because there was hardened stone there. The water couldn't destroy it, and so that forced it to make a waterfall. But I am really wanting to finally get going on some building here. So I have already decided that the Elven area is going to be in this area of the river here, and then going down into this area. And we can see a path of torches here, and this is actually going to be the path from the Elven and Dwarven area all the way back to the spawn village. So yeah, we're kind of planning some things out, but what I want to do right now is get a whole bunch of this covered in trees. You'll see I have a whole bunch of saplings in my inventory. If we look, I have 2 stacks of oak saplings, 9 stacks of birch, and then all of the silver bell that I have. I have 44 of those. I have 1 silver bell up here on top of this mountain. I was just kind of goofing around, but I think it actually looks really good. But yeah, I've got the little bit of work to do here on this river so that we can actually have a channel. The entire area is going to need to be covered with trees, and then hopefully we can start actually doing some building for the elves. So let's get to it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the time lapse. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up. Let me know that you enjoyed it. And it's really something to look out across this now. And I happen to have spawn loaded in. I've got my render distance set up to 32 chunks so we can see Apache's base from here, as well as a lot of the spawn buildings just emerging out of the fog. That is really awesome. But we have the entire area around the finished mountain reforested, and this is very impressive. So if we come over here, this is a little bit of it that you guys did not see. This is just an incredibly dense forest here. And yeah, this is just amazing. So you can't really see the terrain work anymore, but as you move around this, you can definitely tell that there's stuff going on underneath the trees because there's layers to the trees. So the entire time that I was doing this, I wanted this to be just a very, very heavily forested area. So we are able to have that now, and I really like that. But I think we're ready to start building for the elves now. So this area here is going to be where we're going to be starting out with the elves. And as you can tell, a lot of the trees that I put in are going to have to be taken back out. But I knew that was going to be a thing when I started placing the trees, but I wanted to make sure that I had the whole thing covered before I did anything else. I don't know what is going on that I'm getting these. This is actually a client-side spike, and I don't know what is going on. But, yeah, I think what I'm going to do before I do anything else is set up the path running back to spawn. For now, I'm just going to do the path blocks, and might trim a little of these trees back. Now, one thing that I did, I ran out of saplings while I was placing this down. I actually had over 2,000 saplings in my storage system, and if we take a look now, I have just a little over 1,000 spruce and just a little bit of the oak and quite a bit of the silver bell. And well, what I ended up having to do was stop in the middle of the time lapse and collect about 2,000 more birch saplings. So yeah, we used a lot of saplings for this. But yeah, I'm gonna get going on this path, clear this out. Oh, and one other thing, let's take a look here in the Botania pack. So I went ahead and made this guy, the Terra Truncator. Now, Apache had one of these. I saw it working. It is absolutely amazing. But this thing is pretty easy to make if we take a look at the recipe on it. It's 4 Terra steel ingots, a piece of glowstone, and 2 living wood twigs. And this thing, we'll go ahead and go down and cut, well, we don't want to do it out here because I don't want to destroy everything. What we'll do is we will place down a little bit of dirt and then a little bit of other stuff. So let's go ahead and put down our dirt, grab some saplings, and we'll go with silver bell. Why not? So we'll take 1 silver bell and then we'll grab some bone meal to get this stuff to grow a little faster. Alright, so let's place down our dirt. We'll plant our silver bell, get it to grow, and this is the power of this thing, and I guess we should grab some mana tablets as well. But if we hit 1 block, the whole tree gets broken. Now, I put efficiency 5 and fortune 3 on this thing. Now, the fortune does actually work for collecting leaves. So, by having this and the Terra Truncator breaking all of these leaves, we can see after 2 trees I've got 7 saplings, and it's done it very rapidly. So I can very quickly pick up tons of wood and saplings just at the cost of some mana. So I'm really happy about that. After just a few trees, we've got 23 saplings and only 27 logs. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of work to do, and I'll be back. So I was coming back to spawn to get a little bit of stuff from the Botania area, and I see this, and my gosh, Apache, this is hilarious. This has got to be better than anything else. So Apache has been making use of the signs here, but one of the best things is this here. Site safety. Construction work in progress. Parents are advised to warn children of the dangers of entering the site. Yeah, this is great. So, yep, spoiler alerts. We're not going to be looking in there. But so what I came back here for was actually some cyan dye. So we need some mystical cyan petals, and then we are also going to want to grab a pestle and mortar. Let's go ahead and grab one of these. We're going to grab a whole bunch of these petals and make them into floral cyan powder. And the reason for this, oh god, did I just go too far? I think I did. Okay, good. There's still some in the system, but we need some solar panels. So let's go ahead and make a solar panel here. We need another one to power this system, so let's make a solar panel 5. Do we have everything for this? Okay, well, it looks like that's everything. So how fast is that going to be done? Reasonably fast. But I need to get that put on here. But the reason that I'm grabbing this floral powder is I want to make some concrete powder from chisel. Now this is very similar to the concrete powder that we make in vanilla, but this stuff we need some sand, some gravel, and then a dye of some kind that will make the concrete powder. And then just like in vanilla, you put it in some water or let it fall into some water and it will make the concrete. Now the concrete we can then take and chisel into a whole gob of different variations. And I want to be using this for the roofs of the elven area, and we are going to be using the cyan. And I think it kind of looks interesting. There's some ones in here that I really like. Now the other thing that we are going to be using to make this is we are going to be using limestone. So we have, I think, 70,000 limestone. Was going to use living rock, and I may mix living rock into this, but the limestone just has a little bit warmer color to it, and we have a huge amount of it. And then once again, we can chisel this stuff into a huge variety of blocks, so we can have variation within the wall without even changing the material that is used. But yeah, I got to get this powered up. I'm going to make some concrete and meet you guys back over in the mountain area. So a little bit of a detour from what we were going to be doing. I noticed that this flower petal system was not working. And the reason for that is that I was using thermal foundation stone shears. Now, as you can see, these no longer have a recipe. And so these things are good for this. That's all they're good for. So what we're going to do instead, I'm going to get back in here, not the builder block, I need the crafter. So we're going to put the crafter back down here, but first I guess we need, let's go ahead and drop this in there. We need an item conduit. So we're going to place an item conduit right here going into the mechanical user here. Set this to insert, and then we're going to put the crafter on top of it. Now I've already reset this crafter, so we don't have to worry about that, but we're going to set this to always active, and then we're going to place in all of these blocks of iron. Now this was, it looks like a lot, but yeah, I had 57,000 blocks, or 57,000 ingots of iron in my AE system. This took it down to 52. I am not concerned at all. So 2 recipes here is all that we need. So what we need to do is go into the first recipe here, which is still set up for those cobblestone. We're going to clear that out, and instead we are going to put in 1 block of iron, and we are going to put the result of the crafting to internal, so it will fill the buffer down here. So we're going to go ahead and apply that, and immediately we can see that this thing starts using power and crafting iron ingots. So now we'll go to the second recipe, and we will go here, and we will go that. And yeah, it overfilled everything because of that. But now we're going to apply this, and this is going to go external, and that means it's going to go over here and then be pulled out and put into the mechanical user. Now before I do this, I want to get my wireless crafting terminal out of my inventory, and it started raining, and we did it again. So we're going to go ahead and apply this, and this will very rapidly start pulling items back out of here. This is already full now. So now we just need to get this set up properly, and yeah, I kind of screwed it up. So we need this to be redstone on, left click, and can't remember which one we need. Oh, please tell me this is going to work. Well, what do we need? We need a right click. Okay. Well, does this not work anymore? This would really make me mad if this doesn't work anymore. Let me see if I can get this to work, because yeah, obviously without this, our pedal system is kind of useless, and we may have to remake it. So I'll be back if I've got an answer. So I'm back up at the base, and I'm not sure if this is the issue or not, but I noticed that I have no grid power. So I came over here and I tried breaking my fire mills and placing them back down and doing a whole bunch of stuff. And they say they're generating when I'm here, but I fly away and all of a sudden I lose grid power and drop out of the sky, but then I can just go back up and fly again. So about the only thing that I can think that is causing this is we had some lightning strikes in spawn, and so we turned fire tick off on the server. And so that may be causing some issues with our fire mills. So instead we are going to go ahead and upgrade our grid power generation to a dragon egg mill. So to make this thing we need 2 nether stars, redstone gear, ender pearl, some stone burnt, and the eye of redstone. Now I happen to know we don't have any of these resonating redstone crystals right now, so we'll go ahead and do that. We'll make up a few of these. So that'll make 8 more of those. That's nice. So the redstone gear, I happen to know we don't have any of those. Now we should have everything. No, what are we missing? Oh, I guess I didn't make that thing. I made the resonating crystals and not this. But so there we go, there's our dragon egg mill. And now we will go ahead and grab a dragon egg. And so what we do with this thing is we place it on the ground, and then we place the dragon egg on top of it. And this thing generates 500 grid power. So let's go ahead and fly back towards spawn and just see. Well, normally I would have dropped out of the sky by now. So let's see what happens down here. I've got a couple of mechanical users set up here trying to figure out what is going on. So let's go ahead and see here now. This should work. Oh, it is working. Okay, so I am willing to bet now that if we go back over to our setup over here, it's probably working now. So let's go ahead and just pick all of this stuff back up. And now what we need to do is take this guy and left click, and we are going to... Whoop. Which one was it? Just generic click will work? Okay. So there we go. It's working again. Now, what I want to do, though, is get this thing turned off. So I'm just going to set this to never active for a bit. And I need to break this. Is there a way that we can turn this off? Off to activate, on to activate. Okay. And then we'll need to place this back down here. Now, there's a couple of things that I want to do here. First off, I want to replace this guy with another mechanical user. And that's not how I want it. So let's go ahead and get another mechanical user here. And then we're going to replace this guy with another mechanical user. And now, question. That's why I didn't use a mechanical user. I cannot get a redstone signal off of that. Oh, I have to use the auto placer. Well, darn it all to... yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to set this back up the way that I had it again. And this thing should be working now. So, oh, I did not want to break that. But yep, I will be back in just a little bit after I've got this all fixed. Well, now that I've finally got this system all working and I kind of streamlined it a little bit, I think I'm gonna leave this alone again. Now, I also fixed a little bit of something that Apache had here, and this is to detect the level of mana in the pools. The trouble is the little sequencer that he had down here was set up wrong so that when the system shut off, it could stay running. So, yeah, got that corrected too. Took me a little while to figure out what all was going on here. But yeah, we might have to take a look at some of that stuff later on. He's been going pretty heavily into Botania, so that ought to be good to see. But yeah, we got our path going out here to where we're going to be working, but we're going to have to do that in the next episode because we are out of time for today. So I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or something that you would like to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments. And I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, that's not the right signal. How about a wave? There we go. Yeah, even though cheering is fun. Woohoo!